All right, Eric, welcome in. Ryan Trengrove for your Class A program recording. So we're just talking about how important it is to punch out and get into a good position if after a bad drive or bad shot to then be able to make just a bogey only. So it's always like the worst shot, the worst hole should be a bogey, and then it's either you make mostly pars and then sometimes make some birdies is how you want it, right? And so, yeah, so for punch shots out of thick grass, because you mentioned that may be a problem, this is a 6-iron, and then I play it back in my stance, and I set my spine angle like this. Do you see how I'm leaning like this? And then that makes the club, when it's swinging, as you can see here, that makes it, down more on it. Look, see how and it's even almost left a little bit. Like I'm going down on it like this. I'm trying to go down the line, but I'm leaning which way? Forward. Yeah. Because anytime the lie is bad, this brings up the topic of bad lies. Bad lie, what do? You have to play it back in your stance, and you have to get steeper on it and hit it cleaner and hit down on it more. And so, like, if I'm in the fairway and I have a fried egg, my swing path and everything looks like this. Like, it's a lot more aggressive this way, down, and steep. What I don't want to do if it's in a divot or if it's in thick grass is I don't want to try and help it in the air. I don't want to get behind it and hit the grass blades or the bad lie or wood chips for example first. If you hit wood chips first, that's like hitting sand first. The ball goes 1 foot and you're like, what just happened? And so, you got it. Some people like to hover the club. You can experiment with that and do it. That helps them feel like where they're going to drop the club head. I tend to just do fine with just placing it and then, getting my lean forward. But the motion is steep. I'm down in it like this to hit a punch shot, and it's going low, as you see it went so low it didn't register, below whatever's there. You know what I mean? And then here's the thing. I'm not aggressive with punch shots. I could be. I've done like trick shot stuff where I shoot it through hoops and things. Like I could be, but I'm not. I'm always like, I'm out of position. I'm like, where's the most open part of the fairway where I'll have a yardage in that I'm like, okay, I could potentially hit the green from there. Because the deal is when you miss a fairway and you're out of position, you have to get back in position and get it on the green next, because then at worst you get out of there with a 2-putt bogey. And so, but yeah, so just make sure in your next bad lie, really look, what's the pressure say? What's it say right now? Look at my feet. What's it say? 86% on the right-hand picture here. Do you see the okay, nice. You see how far over here? Look, yeah, so a normal shot I set up like this, right, where I'm equal, right? A punch shot, I'm in this position. Ball back. Yeah, ball's back in my stance, and you see how the weight 75% forward. So try that in your next thick lie and punch out, and let's see if that helps. All right, let me let you warm up.